Hey, 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 guys. I'm back. Surprise. I know I said I wasn't going to be going live today, but turns out I had a short work day. So originally I was supposed to work the game, but usually, that's a whole day thing. Like we'll have to go in super early and then do a lot of like prep. And then later on is when, we get to the more in-depth stuff during the game. But today they were like, "Oh, you just have to do some testing." So I had to, since it's preseason still, they just wanted me to test like the equipment and stuff, which was all gravy. And then, oh, get this, I wanted to leave the stadium, and it was so freaking packed. I got to the gate and I was like, "I'm just here to leave. I'm just trying to get out." And they're like, "I'm sorry, we can't let you out." I was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, Usually security will stop you on the way in, but not on the way out." And I was like, how come I can't leave?" And they were like, "Oh, there's just a ton of people trying to come in. We're just allowing traffic one way." And I was like, "Are you kidding me right now? Like, I work here." Also, let me know if the audio is good right now, guys. I don't have my headphones on, so just a sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. But anyways, so yeah, I was trying to freaking get out, and the security guy goes and calls his boss, I guess, and he comes over and he's like, "Sorry, ma'am, we're just not letting anyone out." I'm like, I work for NFL Films right now, and I'm trying to leave because I'm done with my assignment here. I'm trying to, what if I had an emergency to get to? Like, you guys are literally holding me like from any potential like thing that might happen outside. Like, what if I had to go and handle some other business elsewhere? So it was crazy. I was really like shocked. I had to call some people, and then they were kind of shocked. I think it's because it's like preseason, so they're still like training folks. I don't know, man, but I was like, "Listen, I'm about to have a panic attack if you keep me here, and then it'll be a real emergency." And I could tell they started feeling bad, and I was like, "Well, if you're not gonna let me through, I just have to call someone." So yeah, luckily they came. I had to wait like half an hour though. The guy was trying to make me wait there till end of the first quarter, and I was there at like 3 trying to get out. I'm like, and the game starts at 5. No, sorry, it was like 2:30 or 3-ish. I just couldn't believe it, guys. Sorry. This is Flix and Comics Live, where I vent and we talk about cool shit. But you know, we talk about whatever on this live, this Flix and Comics Live. So um yeah, sorry, I had to get that off my chest. I just couldn't believe it. What's going on, Gore Vidal, the most lovable troll there is, says Fright Night Resistance. And you know what's funny? I almost read that as Fright Night Renaissance, which is what it should be. I heard it's almost as good as Fast and Furious. Not quite, dude. Not in the slightest. But I have been watching Fast and Furious. Right, Carlito? Right? Hey Russ, what's going on? Oh, thanks guys. I'm glad that I didn't go on for like 10 more minutes mute because haven't ever done that before. Um Gosh, it was a nightmare. And then it's like high anxiety because there's so many cars just like passing you by, and you're literally going the opposite direction they are, and it's like you're not supposed to technically not supposed to be there, but it's like you guys can't hold people there, especially if they work there. Like, come on. And I literally just came straight back here. And honestly, I fought for it so that I could do this with you guys, to be honest. I like actually I went to Spirit because since I don't live in San Jose, well, it's in Santa Clara, but I don't usually don't hit up those spirits over there. I've hit up 2 different ones out here, but I was like, "Ooh, after work, I'll just see." Well, I wasn't gonna get out early, but once I found out I was getting out early, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit the Spirit." And then so I went there and then drove back here and like I was in a rush, but I was fighting for it so that I could like have this time to do my live because otherwise I'd be there till 5 after 5 like 5:30 probably. Are you kidding me? They were gonna have me sit there for like 3 hours doing absolutely nothing. Like, hell no. Anyways, all right. Okay, got that off my chest. So I wanted to talk about GalaxyCon San Jose 2024. It was the first GalaxyCon I've been to. I seen them advertise last year for it, and I was considering going last year. I didn't though. I forget why. I was probably just busy or something. Or maybe I just wasn't really super into maybe some of the guests they were having or whatever the reason was. But this year, I noticed that there were a few names that I was interested in. I was like, damn, that'd be really cool to meet these people. So I was kind of flirting with the idea of it if my schedule allowed. And sure enough, I had yesterday off and I was good to go. And the only deterrent I will say was the price of the ticket. It was pretty steep. It was $70 after fees and stuff. And I'm like, that's really pricey for a con, especially because that's the same price as a badge for SDCC. And this is not SDCC, you know what I mean? No offense to this con. It was well put together, I would say. It's just that's a lot to ask for these days, I think, out of people, especially when this con, it seems like it's a lot more geared to like people that are trying to meet movie stars, you know? And I did a little of both. I did some comic creator meets and then some I wouldn't say movie actor slash voice actor. So, but yeah, most of the people there I could tell weren't into comics, which is fine. This doesn't really advertise itself as a comic con. It's mostly like a fandom con kind of thing. But let me see here. I've been watching. Ooh, that sounds cool. Hey, Big Lion Cat, good to see ya. Been a minute. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, back to it. So I was like, I don't know if I want to put down 70 for it on top of like what I'm gonna pay for signatures. And what really made me reconsider, I wasn't gonna go because of that. Oh, that was the only reason. What made me reconsider is that one of the people I want to meet or I wanted to meet was I don't know how to say this without sounding like harsh. Older, I guess, like elderly. And I was like, I don't want to like miss this opportunity. I've never seen him at a con or listed as a guest before. Maybe he's more into like this area because I've noticed that too. Like certain areas, um, like certain people, certain actors or creators or whatever go to certain cons, you know? So I was like, maybe that's the case with this guy, but I had never seen him before, like attending one of these things. So I was like, oh man, I don't want to regret this. And then, eventually like he's going to pass and then I'll feel bad. And like, and it's one of my favorite movies. So I was like, I need to do this. I don't care. I'm just gonna freaking bite the bullet on this. And it's not it's not terrible, but it's like it's worth the price, I think, just for him alone. But mm. So parking was hellish. I will say that. I do not like downtown San Jose. I like San Jose in general, just downtown sucks. Um, it just feels so crowded and that's a lot of downtowns, but it feels so crowded. There's never parking and it's just ugh. I'm not a city girl, guys. I'm just not. Um, but this was in the heart And I was just like trying to find parking. Everything was full. Everything was taken. I was like, I'm gonna have to park super far to even try. And I was already running late too. Kind of went later than I wanted to. And then I got really lucky and I found some parking that was like, it seemed a little sketch, I'm not gonna lie. But I was like, hey, I gotta do this. So it was fine. Finally, I was able to find some. And okay, from that point on, it was very pleasant. So it was really just the parking that sucked. It just seems like a big venue for and like no parking, or not enough. So the actual it was at the San Jose Convention Center, or yeah, and it was a nice place. I actually really liked it. I think that the way that they set up the con though, it could be a little better, or maybe they need to just not get as many actors to go. I hate to say that, but it's just like the way they set up the lines, it just didn't make sense because they set it up kind of like artist alley, how it's just like usually um just like a narrow path, and then there's booths on both sides, right? So that's how it was for the actors. The problem is these actors are super popular. Like you had the kid from It and what Shazam, the little curly haired kid, I forget his name. Great actor, but you had kids like that, and like just like even the Star Wars people that I'm about to talk about, like the voice actors for Rebels, like there were a ton of people for them too. So these little aisles got full, like super packed, and we had nowhere to go, nowhere to line up. We were like literally like packed like sardines. So that's the only thing, is that they had a lot of cool people go, but it's like, all right, you need to kind of think it through with the lines and how you're gonna manage all of that at the same time. So it was a little bit messy when it came to that. And then there's like no information elsewhere on it. So you literally have to, you just have to ask people like, oh, is this the end of the line? No. It kind of reminds me of San Diego Comic Con in that way, but not as big. Not the scope's a lot smaller, but still, like you just don't know what's going on or who to talk to or whatever. But I finally figured it out. So yeah, those are just minor little qualms. I did get what I wanted ultimately throughout the day, but yeah, here's a little booklet they gave us. Pretty cute. The program. You could see right there how like packed everything was. It just felt a little too bloated. But I'd still say it's a good con overall. I had a good time. But yeah, then here's the little lanyard. They put a lot of work into the small details, which I appreciate too. So that's nice. They better for the price of admission. I'm not even gonna talk about how much the freaking VIP stuff was. I was like, hell no. I'm sorry. I'm pretty savvy enough to the point where I kind of know how to navigate these things now, so I don't really need VIP. I know how the flow works. So it's all about like multitasking. Like you first go around the con and you eye what you need to do and or want to go to, and then you kind of gauge like time efficiency and like, okay, there's nobody at this booth. Let's hit this up, and then go and wait here because this person's not coming back till 2:30, so we got an hour to kill. Might as well wait in line for this guy. That kind of thing. So if you know how to do that, you don't really need VIP. But I don't know what to show first. Let's see. Let me show the poster first. Okay. So there weren't very many comic booths. There were like two or three that I saw, probably more, but there were two or three bigger ones, I would say. And then um I really wanted to go meet Art Adams. And I didn't have a book on me in particular that I wanted him to sign. I'm a fan of his, but a lot of my collection is not with me. So that's what sucks about going to these cons right now is like, when it comes to the comic stuff, it's hard for me because it's like, damn, I only have a certain amount with me. Um, so I was like, you know what? I could still go meet him and I could just buy something off of his booth. So that's what I did. And he was, um, I don't know, soft spoken. But he was cool though. I bought this cool Godzilla from him. Look at that. Love that. Um, it was different, I think, for him, because I'm used to seeing his stuff in like the superhero realm, so like it was cool to see that he had this out there, and I'm a Godzilla fan, so hell yeah, had to snag that. Um, Big Lion Cat says, have to get there early for parking sometimes. Yeah, and that's my problem. I used to be that person that like, oh yeah, you have to be the early bird for these things, even though I'm a night owl, hunt through and through. But for cons and for stuff like this, I will go early if I need to. But lately, I've been really like nonchalant about it. I think because I just want to go and not feel that stress and pressure of like, I need to get if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's like my mentality lately, especially with the prices of things and stuff as of late. It's like, if I don't get it, so what? It's okay. Like, I can get something else later or whatever. So, I'd rather like sleep in now. I'd rather sleep in now and just go like super chill, stroll and not freaking rush. But it's all like I said before, it's all about kind of strategizing, where what booths you want to hit first. And then you can make up that time, that sleep in time. You can compensate by doing that. But anyways, I got it all down, guys. I got it. But anyway, so what did I do next? I went to go check out the actors and stuff. I was walking around seeing who I wanted to get something from. I already kind of knew, but um this is where it got tricky. So I brought this because I knew that the Rebels voice actors were going to be there. And yes, I bent this, but it didn't crease. It was in a frame originally. So I knew I was just going to put it back in a frame. So it'll just flatten out in there again. And it's like heavy cardstock, which I love. I actually got this at a thrift shop for like $10 in the frame. So I was like, hell yeah. But anyway, I was like, oh, it'd be cool to get this signed. Although Yoda wasn't going to be there, these two were going to be there. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then I can put it back in the frame and it'll be awesome. So I was carrying this stupid thing. It's not stupid, but I was carrying it the whole time. And I was like, this is going to be so cool, blah, blah, blah. And then turns out the Anakin actor wasn't there. Sorry, the names escape me right now, but the Anakin actor was not there. So I was like, this blows because I didn't bring other things. Like if I brought like plan B stuff, gosh, that did not come out right. But you know what I mean? Like secondary things to have signed. Yeah, I didn't. And I didn't want to haul a lot of things. So I was like, damn, all right. So this got nixed. I was like, all right, well, now what? Um, Ashley Eckstein was there, a voice of Ahsoka Tano. Didn't bring my Ahsoka Tano pops. Those are back in Vegas in my God, what's the word? Storage. Why? What did I freaking? What is going on with me right now? About to have a stroke or something. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, that's all back in my storage. Maybe they need a bigger place. They do. They do. It would work if they had fewer booths. And it's only like the actor side. All the like merch stuff, like they're fine over there. It's just the actors. They have them all like down the line, booth, 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 booth. And you just can't really do that setup when you have to anticipate their lines being long, and there's just no room. This was a 3-day con, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I would get VIP only if I get to a sig from someone who's going to have very long. Let me tell you, I think, don't quote me on this, but I want to say it was like close to $400 for VIP for 3-day, I think. And I was like, ooh, I first of all, I am only going for 1 day because I thought I had to work a full day today. So, anyways, I was like, I don't think I could do that. I don't want to do that. It's not worth it to me. Oh yeah, I heard Terrificon was this weekend too, right? Hey Erin, what's going on? When I go to cons, I try to get a hotel in walking distance so I can drop off books. Yeah, oh yeah, that's nice. That's the life. Um, I'm only like half an hour from the San Jose con, so it wasn't terrible. But I did go back to the car and put some stuff in there and then go back in. But so yeah, I was bummed that I had to carry that thing around, and I technically still could have gotten it signed by Obi-Wan, but I was like, I don't know now because now it'll only have one sig and then I have to wait around for the others. I'd rather just get them like in one swoop. I was okay with waiting around for Yoda. I have a Yoda signature, but it's a separate one, and I wanted them all in this. So, I don't know. So I was like, all right, well, there's Ashley Eckstein. I don't have anything for her, and I think. So what I ended up doing was like, all right, let me go snag. Oh, because Sam Witwer was there too, who voices Darth Maul. So I was like, let me go snag a pop. Let me go see if there's a Darth Maul because I love Darth Maul. So I was like, it wouldn't be bad if I could get a pop that I don't have that I like and then just have it signed since all my stuff is in Vegas. So I went and I got one that I don't have that I really liked. And I am collecting they're like comic book style. Um, but yeah, I got this pop and then I got Sam Witwer to sign it right there. So yeah, that's a Target exclusive. And technically, this is the episode 1 Phantom Menace version of Darth Maul. But since he's like comic book style in this, I feel like it does look kind of animated. So I was like, this passes. I'll still have Sam sign it, even though it's not a Rebels version. I do have a Rebels version back in Vegas. It's such a bummer, man. But this works out for me. And I actually plan B plan B is like I could have this kind of as a placeholder. If I ever do meet him again, I could have him sign my Rebels pop and then I could sell this one. So I don't know if I would though, because I really like this pop. Or maybe I just buy one that's not, just like a plain one. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but this is pretty sick. I liked it. So I was happy with that. His line was pretty long though, and it was interesting. He was really nice, but I noticed like it was he was taking a very long time with some people, especially people that were in line earlier, which I get. I understand, but also I was more towards the end of the line with him and it's like those people are deserving of your time too, even though, you know, we weren't the first in line. We still got to wait for all of them to go. So, I don't know. It was really obvious though when he started kind of like not caring as much because he wasn't talking anymore. And I was like, okay, it is what it is. I tried to talk to him though, and I was like, oh, because I remember seeing him in I used to watch you remember, I don't know if you guys ever watched the Schmodown, the movie trivia game on YouTube with Christian from Collider. He had this whole like game thing and Sam Witwer was on it and he like crushed and he was really good. And I've always been a big fan of his because of that. I think it's awesome that he was a fan and was super steeped in, Star Wars lore, and he ended up playing Darth Maul. It's like freaking cool. So I brought that up to him. I was like, "That's really cool that you're a fan too. You're like one of us." He's like, the way he responded got me thinking twice though, because he was like, "Yeah, kind of." It's like, that's not what I expected from him. I was like, "Yeah, kind of." It was just, he did have a big smile at first, but then he was like, "Kind of," and then he goes, "Well, it just it helped me get the job." And I don't know if I liked that comment, because it's like, "Wait, did you just study for the job?" I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I was out here thinking like he's been a super fan since, like, he was a kid, and maybe he was, and maybe it just came out that way. I don't know, but it was like, "Aw," you know? I don't know. He's cool though, like, overall. I'm not gonna judge him by that one moment. It's not even a terrible thing. It was just, like, not really what I was expecting to hear, but it is what it is. It's still good. I mean, he's smart. It behooves him to study, for a job like that, especially, but, anyways, alright, so that was interesting. Then, I went you guys are gonna love this. I got this. I brought it to the con. It's my lovely Fright Night steelbook, because I'm part of the or founder of the Fright Night Club. If I could even freaking open this. I hate these cases actually. There we go. And I had the legend Chris Sarandon sign in the back on his picture to JoJo. How cool is that? Yo, I'm stoked about this. This is like Grail status for me, guys. Grail. So freaking awesome. He was such a gentleman, so nice, so kind. You could tell right away. By the way, he was like just talking to people, and he had a mask on, but he would take it off for pictures, and like I think he's like in his 80s now or something. But you could tell like he's a handsome man, like for an old man. But no, he is cool. He is so cool. I'm so happy. This was why I went to the con, to meet him. Um, love this movie. This I will never stop saying and talking about how good Fright Night is. It's not. It's obviously it's not the best movie in the world. It's not like a freaking Academy Award winner, but it is. It's just so feel good. Like if you're one of like a horror comedy fan, this is like right up your alley. It's such a good flick. Um, and I actually showed my mom like recently because she had never seen it, and she's not into horror comedy at all. And I was like, I think you'll still like it, and she actually loved it. So yeah, I'm super happy about this. Clearly, but yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. Then, um, I don't even know how to intro this. So it was interesting that like there wasn't anybody at like both times. So there were a lot of there. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot compared to like the actor side, but there were some good like there was good talent for the comics side. But the main thing that I wanted to do was get my Secret Wars 8 signed. And I did it. Woo-hoo! This is the second reason I wanted to go to this con. John Beatty down there. How sharp does that look? He took his time on his signature too, which I love. It looks so good. I love it. I actually got this book off of Carson, C. Woodard. If you guys know C. Woodard, I got this from him. He was having a claim sale years ago, and I snagged it for 20 bucks. He gave me a freaking good deal on it, and I've had it ever since. I love and cherish it. I think eventually one day I'll give it to my sister. I'm just trying to enjoy it for as long as I can before I give it to her. Because she's the true Spider-Man fan in the family. So, like, you know, this is just another grail right here. But yeah, this is freaking sweet. And nobody at his booth. Can you believe it? Nobody at his booth and nobody at our Adams booth. What is going on? Wild. But yeah, those are all my SIGs, guys. That's really all I got. Let me see. What did am I missing something? Nope. That's it. What do y'all think? I did good, right? I did good. I've been focusing on signatures, obviously, because I feel like I have enough knickknacks and stuff. I still get a lot of knickknacks, don't get me wrong. But I told you with this place, it's like if I want to get like little figures and stuff, I got to sell other things, which is fine too. But you know, it just takes a little more work for me to do that. But I found a healthy medium. Where was I in the chat here? You're half an hour away. You got there late for parking. Um, you know, I would give myself a hard time for that, but I had a freaking crazy week, so I don't blame myself for getting more sleep, honestly. Like I have really long days, so I'm not gonna guilt myself about that. I'm just happy I made it, you know. Thank you, Erin. And I got everything done too, which is the main thing. I got everything I wanted. So, like I said, it's all about strategizing. You could get your extra 2 hours of sleep if you just strategize properly. Hot tip. I sometimes drive 6, 8, 12 hours to get to cons. Holy smokes. Well, that's cool. I love road trips. I love road trips. I would do that. I would do that, not gonna lie. I've been tempted to do one in Vegas where I drive from here, just go straight, do a straight shot. Since my storage is out there anyways, sometimes I'm like, "Ooh, when's the cons out there?" But my schedule like never really aligns with those. Maybe one of these days it'll happen. Yep, good stuff. Any Romulus thoughts? At my comic shop, those who have seen it like it. A friend who is the biggest Alien fan I know, thought it was as good as the original until the end, which made him angry. Well, I could tell you it's not as good as the original, but it is good. I'm not going to go super in depth with it because I do plan to talk about it soon on a different show, but I can say that I had a good time with it. I do have some gripes, but we'll get into it later. Bye. When I showed the Fright Night stuff. Y'all are such haters. It's so hilarious. It's so hilarious. Fright Night Club. Aren't those what? How is it banned? Only by you. Only by you guys. I got to meet John Carpenter. What? Okay. Super jealous of you. I still need to do that. Yeah, he's getting up there in age too. I still also want to go to his concert, and I also want to go to the John Williams concert eventually. For an old man. That's funny. I'm a big chicken when it comes to horror. My cat. It's okay. We all have flaws. Kidding. But it's not as good as a family. Oh my god. I'm not touching Fast and Furious right now. We in due time. In due time. Your mom liked it? Okay, maybe give it a try. Aw. That's sweet of you, Gore. Yeah, that's my response, Scar. Well, see, you know I'm her offspring, so a compliment for her is a compliment for me. Ah. No, get Jim Shooter to sign it. Yeah, that's the next thing. He's one of those though that I've never seen go to a con out here or on the West Coast. Does he come out here? I don't know. I gotta figure that out eventually. I'm in no rush. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And there was it was like not in perfect condition at all, but it presents really well. Yeah, there was some little staining up here. You see that? And that's why he was like homie deal, but mainly, this is what's wrong with it. So, um, but yeah, no, it's a clean copy. Other than that, it looks great, and you know, I'm the type of collector where it's like, first of all, I like them raw, but also it's like, you know, I don't mind if there's like creasing and stuff. I don't mind like mid to low grades, like low grade. Obviously, I'm trying to get better grades, or I would try to get, something that looks good. But, there's nothing wrong with getting something, that at least just to like as a placeholder. And then maybe, who knows, maybe you might find something better at a better deal later on. And with this one, I never found a better deal than that. And I don't really care to, but if I do stumble upon another one at a great deal that's in higher quality or higher condition or whatever, I'll snag it, That's just how it works. And then I'll just maybe sell this one. There was no crazy line at SDCC for Art Adams. Uh, yeah, it makes me sad. It makes me sad that people don't appreciate some of these greats, like literally legends in the comic world. And it's like zero line. What? It's like, where do y'all think these characters came from? Like the way that we perceive them, the way that, pop culture perceives, how they're represented on film. Like that's all taken from the comic books. How is that? How are they not appreciated more? That's what gets me. Like we need to do a better job of shouting them out, like in maybe in the movie somehow. I don't know. Kind of like they did with Stan Lee with like the little cameos or whatever. Something like that. I don't know. It pisses me off. Dude, right? I want to go to he performs at the Hollywood Bowl. I really want to do that at some point. I think it was last year. I was like really close to going. Was it last year or the year before? I don't even remember. But I was really close to going. Stupid work got in the way. I was like, "Oh, I think I'll have to work." And then it turned out I didn't have to work, and then sometimes I hate my work schedule. And yeah, but eventually, dude, that would be amazing, amazing. And the John Carpenter one too, that he like tag teams it with his son. Dude, I have a John Carpenter Sig, but yeah, I've never met him though. I just bought it, so maybe one day I should do it soon because they're both getting up there. Was happy to see a busy line for Stan Sakai. Oh, how was San Diego Comic Con? I forgot you went. I was thinking about going, but it wasn't an away week for the Giants, so that's harder for me to leave when it's not an away week. But that's really cool. I love that. What were some highlights, I guess, for you, Erin? Like, did you get some signatures? What do you go for? Just like exclusive comics? Or do you actually go digging there for deals? I've never found a deal when it comes to comics at the con at STCC. um, but people say that they have, so I think the whole thing with that is, like, you have to be good at haggling. It's not and then you can get deals like that. And I'm okay at haggling. I've gotten better at it after the years, but I was terrible at first. My mom's a good haggler, but, um, I don't know. I'm better now, but I'll only do, like, $10 tops because I feel bad, you know? And it ain't cheap going to San Diego Comic-Cons, but, like anyway, it was crazy to get Joe Juska. Oh, that's another one I need. That's awesome you got one. What did you get signed by him? Oof, yeah, Joe Juska's freaking one of my faves. Greatest con ever. Oh, sweet. I wanna go again next year. So much fun, so much to do, and not enough time to see. Yep, that's my only thing. Not my only thing. I have a lot of gripes about San Diego Comic-Con, but I do enjoy it. I did think it's fun. Um, I haven't gone in a few years though. But yeah, that's cool. Again, what do you oh, let me see here. I went a lot for panel books and just checked everything out. I went for a lot of panel books. Cool. It's fun just walking around, right? That's my favorite. Even though it gets crowded as hell, but it's still fun just to be in that environment. What I really love too is the outside of the con and how all the Gaslamp district is like catering to geeks and stuff. That's just so cool. And then you're like right outside of Petco, and they have all these like exhibitions. I don't know what it's called, but like I saw there was one for Dexter where you could like go in. It was an outside one where you could go in and it looks like there's like a table and it looked like he's about to kill you or something like that. And you have to like lay down and everything. And then they take a picture. That's so cool. Like stuff like that I geek out on all day. That's half the fun going to a con. Absolutely. Did you meet up anybody? I'm sure you did. Some community peeps. Oh, what up? What's going on, John? That rhymed. My Airbnb was in Gaslamp. Nice. We were next to Shaun of the Dead pop-up. That's what they're called, pop-ups. I'm so old school. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's the stuff. That's the stuff I love. Like the promotional things. I'm a sucker for like promotional campaigns and stuff when they get creative with it. It's really cool to see all that. But yeah, as for other cons and stuff, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I'm planning to probably to go to at least one more other horror con. I don't know about Comic Con, but or other comic cons, but yeah, there's like two other horror ones that I'm looking at. I also wanted to open up here, moving along from Con Talk. My buddy Jeffrey had sent me, we did a trade earlier last month, and I randomly got a box from him like the following week. And I was like, what is this? And he was like, oh, it was just some stuff I wanted to send you in the other box, but I wasn't sure if I should send it. And I just ended up sending it. And I was like, ah, crap. Now I feel bad. I did open it, but I didn't like completely take it all in because I was like, let me just do this on my Flix and Comix Live. So, and then this, it was part of the other box that I didn't see. It was like under some of the packaging, but I'm going to share it. So he works for a comic shop out in Fresno, I believe, and which is super dope. But he sent me this little baggie and a shirt, which I already put away. So, but I'll show you what it kind of looks like, I guess. So he sent me a bunch of cool like stickers, like Star Wars stickers. I can go through all of them, but they're really cool. I love stickers. Look at this one, Asajj. How cool is that? And then, so yeah, the store is called Secret Identity. So yeah, it's the shirt is kind of like that design, and then but their little logo, really cool. And then he sent me some things. I would put them on. I feel like I have to. I don't know. Should I? Okay, I'll do it. Who cares? Who cares about germs? I haven't put these like some of these on in like years. Okay, now I have to take it out. And I feel like gross. Okay, hold on. I need a napkin. All right, I'm back. Ran into a ton of people in the community. That's cool. I didn't run into anybody yesterday, but I also don't really know a lot of people in the community anymore. That's what I'm coming to realize. Like a lot of the people that I knew like before my YouTube hiatus aren't really doing content as much anymore. But I guess I could reintroduce myself to, or not reintroduce, but meet new people. It's like, yeah, it seems like a lot of work, to be honest. I'm glad you got your SIGs at the con. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have to get rest. I have to go to my LCS to pick up books. Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Lanka. Good to see ya. What the hell's happening? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I just walked back to my Oh my god. Oh, I was saying because I have a like part two of a package from Jeffrey. I don't know if you remember, but I did a trade with him. Oh, this little keychain. And this was some of the stuff that like I had missed that was in the box. Apparently it was like under the like some packaging bubble wrap that I didn't see. And so yeah, I was just showing that. And then some things were thrown in the bag. So I just put them on. Anyways, I should keep them for Fright Night Club. You witnessed the inception of Fright Night Club. That's what that was. Do you like Fright Night, John? Do you and Raina like that movie? Okay, so I was gonna go through. So he sent me a different box later on. Had no idea it was coming. I thought we were square on the trade, but he was like, I was gonna send this stuff to you with the other package. Shoot, I put stuff in the box. Hold on, let me take this out. This is for my other stream. Okay. He's like, I was gonna send this to you in the other package, but I didn't. And now I was like, let me just send it anyways. So I was like, all right. I had no clue. So let's get into it. He had told me about this. So this is really cool. And like I said, I opened it, but I didn't get into like the comics or anything. I just opened it to make sure like everything looked okay and not damaged or beat up or anything. So yeah, he sent me one of these Star Wars Unlimited Spark of Rebellion. It's a game. So that's dope. I mean, I don't know how to play with, but I could at the very least collect these. I saw some of these packs actually at the con yesterday. Let me open it. I've never seen it. Racely, or what is Racely? Raina mostly or most likely does. Ah, you should watch it. Watch it, John. I think you'll like it. Okay. Ooh. The heck? It's like stuck in there. Oh. So yeah, Jeffrey is like having a lot of fun with this game. So I'm sure I could hit up like one of my comic shops that does like gaming too, like has tabletop games or whatever. I'm sure they're playing this there. Oh wow. Cool. Look at this one. It's not very sharp. Maybe I'll do like a short or something to show it more off more. Snow speeder. I wonder if it's kind of like a Pokemon type game. If you guys have played, let me know in the chat. Nice, like this Luke Skywalker one. It's cool. Luke's lightsaber. Luke's not focusing. Very nice. Yeah, it's cool that he sent that over. Jeffrey's cool. Mrs. Hangouts. Yeah, I know. I do too. I'm glad I could still talk to him though. We still chat. I need to catch up with him again though. We try to catch up every now and then. I feel like we relate a lot in a lot of ways because, well, actually, he was one of my first supporters on this channel. For this channel, we met early on, probably like 2016 or something. But yeah, I don't know, because like right now he just I guess is living alone for the first time in his life, and that's very similar to me right now too. And it's like we were just talking about how crazy it is, how different it is to be living alone, and how because I've always either had roomies or like lived with my significant other, lived in my home, my original home with my family. So it's like this is the first time really that I've experienced this in my life. So we talk about that occasionally. And it's like, isn't it crazy? We always say how, like, it's crazy that when you're in a relationship, I always felt like, man, my single friends must have all the time in the world and stuff. And then now that I'm single and I'm living single and everything, I feel way busier now. And I guess because I don't have that partner to compensate for certain things um and certain chores and so because when you're in a relationship you divvy up all that stuff, and when you're single it's like, dude, everything's on you, like everything, so you have to pack it all into a day and it's just seems never ending. But yeah, we've related a lot with that kind of stuff, just life shit. Data. This is really cool though. Dude, I would love to just like take this set go to a comic shop or where they have gaming too, and then just be like, teach me, show me the way, show me the ways of the force. You know, I am your Padawan learner. Ooh, look at this. What? Oh, dude, that's gorgeous. Oh man, that is, I'm speechless. It's so gorgeous. Sorry, Michael. This might have, I might have to put this. Dude, I love that. That's some great artwork. Who did this? I have to look into that. Me gusta. He sent me a cool box once too, with an awesome Deathstroke figure in it. Oh, sweet. What is Pokimane? Oh, goodness. It's a pocket monster. Use yourself. Okay, these are the directions. Oh, okay. This is like the box where the card's going, I'm assuming. Cool. This is cool. All right. I think that's, oh, there's another poster. Yes. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff right there. That's called a geekgasm, guys. Oh my God. What? Gorgeous. Ooh. I have to find frames for these. This is just beautiful. Beautiful. Now, damn. Now I'm wishing I like went and grabbed the, because there were other packs that I saw at the con. But they probably marked them up like crazy there. So, but it's good to know that there are other packs too that I can snag. All right, cool. I love this. This is so cool. You guys. Thank you, Jeffrey. He works so much lately. But I'll have to hit him up and give him a proper thank you. And I wish I could have done this sooner, but like I said, this month has been chaotic. All right, and he also packed it with comics. So let me open this. I don't have my box cutter, do I? All right, hold on a sec. Let me go grab it. All right. I love that this is the comment I left it on. Wow, you have a page in IMDb. Yes, I do. It has some of my UFC credits, but it's not really like updated. I don't even know how to update it or anything. Maybe I'll look into that. Oh wow, that's crazy. I lived alone for 12 years straight, 14 total. Wow. So you know what I'm talking about. You're used to it now though. It's like second nature for you. For me, it was a transition at first. I'm getting used to it now, but it's taken me what, like 2 years. And it's not like a big deal or anything, but I could definitely feel the difference though. Like I feel more productive. That's for sure. But at the end of the day, I do feel a lot more tired. That could just be because I'm getting older too, though. But all right, what did he put in here? What? Oh, cool. This is so cool. From Hercules, Virgin variant. How sweet. What's his name again? Hades, right? Hades. Can I get my grubby paws on it? Probably not. So I could see it with no glare. Oh yeah, Hades. Hades. Dynamite. No pun intended. Exclusive art by Adrian Robb. That's gorgeous. Oh, you open up the first page. That splash page, though, that's killer. Ooh, that is awesome. Oh, that is so sweet. Let me put this on my. Move my books. Oh, I should have put it. Hold on, I'm gonna put it back in the. Ah. Okay. Okay. One more. Yeah. Oh God. Thick. Cool poster. Hell yeah. I've got some experience. Yes, you do. Fortunately, you enjoy stories with them. One is never truly alone. Oh, absolutely. I love my. I recognize that being super into fiction and storytelling and genre and all that, I realize that it's an addiction for me too. It's very much escapism, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But I don't know. It's comfort for me. It's been the one, not the one, but one of the most consistent things in my life. When people leave and come back and, back and forth, all this instability, like I've always been able to rely on film and books, comic books or novels to, I don't know, help me through things. And I don't know. That's why I'm passionate about it. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This guy does too much. What? This is so cool. I haven't read this yet. Oh, I have some floppies back in my storage that I've never gotten to. Damn, Jeffrey, look at that. Arlene, hardcover from the Black Label. Actually, I don't know if I finished collecting. I think there were like 4 issues. I definitely have like the first couple. This is perfect though, because I have been taking more advantage of like collected versions of things, of stories right now, just because that's what's practical for me right now. I can't have a ton of short boxes here. So that's what I'm gonna, fingers crossed, once I get back to my comic reviews and stuff, I'm definitely gonna be needing just like books like this where I can just pick up, grab it, read it, do review, and it's quick and easy. Instead of continuing with the hunting of floppies, which I do love, but just can't do it. Can't do it. Gorgeous. Oh my God. Gotta smell it. Let's see the cover under the dust jacket. Ooh. Oh, it's like a matte finish. That is gorgeous. It's like oversized. Well, the floppies were oversized too, right? They were square bound. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, I'll read this when I'm done with Hush. I got a little bit to go on Hush, and then I'll jump into this. But yeah, very, very beautiful book and amazing. I'm gonna call it an A-okay because as far as I'm concerned, we traded, but now I feel like I owe him. I gotta send him something again. Sorry, I should have muted this. Wow. Yeah. Man, I really cherish the connections I've made on YouTube. Really do. I wish I had more time to visit everyone, though. That'd be amazing. It's hard, though. It's really hard to juggle everything, but we have YouTube. We have YouTube. All right, where was I in the chat here? Flora says, I moved this summer into an efficiency apartment. I previously lived in a large home. My books, comics, and films were in different rooms. Now they surround me within reach. Yeah, it's very different, right? Like I also came from it wasn't like a giant home or anything, but it was a townhouse where I had a separate room for my hobby. Um and then I had a garage where I could store stuff. So it was a lot of room. And going from that to this is like really crazy for me, but I've been making it work. I've been making it work and slowly but surely I've been selling off a lot of things that don't really speak to me as much right now. Cuz my thought process is okay, like of course I don't want to be selling stuff, but I don't have the room for it. It's fine. If I really want it still, I can always try to find it again. Um, some things I can't, obviously, like things like things like this I'm gonna hold on to. I have my Hulk 181 and stuff like that. Um, but you know what those items are. You know the things that really do speak to you and mean a lot. So that's not hard for me. I can get rid of things. I've said it from the beginning of this channel, like whenever talking about being a collector, I can get rid of stuff. I can get rid of everything if I really need to. And it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, you know. And that's fine. It's it's all materialistic things at the end of the day. It's what they represent to you. So like Gore mentioned, the fact that we love storytelling, you don't need a physical thing to latch onto to enjoy it, especially these days with all digital stuff. I'm not a huge fan of digital, clearly. If I had a choice, it's always physical, but there's always that option. And that's good too. It's good too. Sounds like a dream. I've been reading trades. Yeah, it's just it's more I tried doing the digital comics with this little thing. I mostly just listen to podcasts on this now because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I tried really hard, but not for me. So yeah, I'm doing like trades and um like one shots and stuff. That was definitely an A-okay. Right? Holy smokes. I gotta talk to him right now. So you and G-Man doing a show on Alien? I don't know, because I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do it. That's my problem. So I want to as much, it'd be great to have a little discussion with him, especially because we have like opposing views. I see where he's coming from, though. I see where the criticisms are. I think he's a little more rigid on his thoughts though than I am, which is okay. I love it. I love it. I read an enchanting novela, una historia de una ballena blanca, a white whale. History of a white whale. Oh, there's a translation right afterwards. It's told from the POV of Mocha Dick and real life sperm whale that inspired Herman Melville. Why does this sound like a joke? Mocha Dick? Is that real life? The author is Luis Sepulveda. Hopefully we'll translate it to... I guess it's real. You okay, Benj? I have 2 bedrooms, but I spent 90% of my time in my master where I don't sleep. Oh well. But have all my comics, movies, hot toys, computer, and movie setup. I like your setup. I saw it the other day. Where was it? Where were you? I forgot. But yeah, I like your background, how you put your slabs up, and then your the digital frame you were telling me about. That's awesome. I love it. But all right, guys, y'all are awesome. I love hanging with you guys. I'm glad I made it back in time to do this. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of share some pickups. Oh, sorry, Benji's like, you just want to get into your bed, don't you? Sorry. His bed's like right under the desk. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna still try to get in as much content as I can when I can. Hopefully I can sneak one in during the week. But yeah, definitely going live next week with, I want to come back with an on the reel and maybe a review. Maybe if I finish Hush. I don't know. We'll see. It's either going to be that or another Hunger for Horror. Yes, Jojo, it was the white whale that was hunted off the coast of Chile near an island named Mocha. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. It sounds so made up, but it's cool though. Anyway, guys. All right. Take care. Have a good week. And I will catch you next time, whenever that will be. Hit the notification bell because you know me. And subscribe and like this stream, please. If you could do me a solid. It evaded capture for 20 years when it washed up dead on the beach of dozens of harpoons. And aw, we're going to leave on that. Sadly. I have to click on it though. Oh man, no, I'm sad. Oh, it's okay. I'll watch like a sitcom right now to not think about it. But damn, that's really interesting. All right. Bye, guys. I'll catch y'all later.